How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the post-Quinn Hughes trade Vancouver Canucks franchise mode, where today we are going to be hopping in with low controller battery to episode 24, I'm pretty sure, and we are not in a great spot. We missed the playoffs and are currently we can't I don't think we can check out the draft board, but we traded away our first round pick for the guy you see on the bottom of the screen, Macklin celebrating, meaning we don't own the pick that's in the lottery at the moment. For us, it did end up landing somewhere. I forget exactly where, but it'll be San Jose's second pick, I'm pretty sure, so we will be able to see where it landed. It's not going to hopefully be a medium elite player. I could see it maybe one of these guys ends up being a medium elite player, but I don't think it's going to be. We should be fine. It's not too big of a deal. It's not going to be like one of these top guys, which is totally fine, but at the moment, we are kind of in need of cap. I don't want to say cap space, but like just another superstar player. We have two really good defensemen. We have Z Boyum, who has developed really well in this franchise mode, has four categories of 5 stars. His shot's not great at all, though. His physical stats aren't great at all, but everything else is just amazing. Acceleration 99, speed 93. It's really good passing, good offensive awareness, good defensive awareness. Zaglobov, who is our defensive defenseman, who has really good defensive and physical stats, some decent senses. Skating is better than I thought it would be when it comes down to it. Offensively, obviously, his puck skills and his shooting aren't there, but that's not what he's supposed to be. He's got the power on the slap shot, though, to go with the big size, which is nice. We have Macklin Celebrini, who we extended at $14 million for 8 seasons. I think it's for 6, actually. It's for 6. We're going to have him for a while, which is really nice to see. But, yeah, didn't develop to the complete player that he would probably be in real life. Only a 90 overall. But still, it's Macklin Celebrini. It's fine that it's fine. He's only 90. It's Macklin Celebrini. Tyler Lawrence, who I hope has the chance to grow just a little bit more. If you hear meowing outside, we got a kitten, and he is going crazy. I apologize for that, but Tyler Lawrence, yeah, really good senses. Shot's not great. I'm open to trading him. Like the possibility, like if we have to trading him, I'm a little open to it at the moment. No clause on him right now, and he's only got 4 years left at $8.5 million. This is a very reasonable contract for a 90 overall player. Ethan Belche, $9.6 million for an 88 overall, and that one's going to stick for a while. He's a power forward. I don't mind him at all. It's like a good power forward to have up there on the top line. Like good physical stats, good senses, good defensive stats. His passing is okay. His puck control is good. His deking and hand-eye could be a little bit better, but we don't really need that to be top tier. His shot is okay. It's decent enough, and he's not fast, but he's decent at least in speed. Like I think Belche's fine. Dadonov, I really like, but I honestly think that if we were to go open up for a trade, obviously he has 3 years ineligible for a clause. If we have to for like a huge piece, I would be willing to send him the other way, because it's just like a decent accuracies on the shot. His powers are fine. Like maybe I could turn him into a sniper, but he doesn't really have. He has good defensive stats, actually. I mean, his defensive awareness is really what's carrying that stat. I don't know why it's a 5 star. I feel like it should be a little bit less. Maybe we could try to turn him into a sniper. It might work out. I'm not sure. 24 goals on the year last year. Maybe that would work. Maybe that's the solution we could find. Tom Villander, really good. But I just wanted to go through like our top players at the moment. We don't have a sniper. We don't have a sniper up there. There's one person I want to change. His passing, but I kind of want to make Macklin Celebrity, see if we could make him a playmaker, but maybe Tyler Lawrence has a bit better stats when it comes down to it. Not really. I don't think we could really make any of those guys a playmaker, which does kind of suck, right? Because instead of a power forward, you want a two-way forward with the sniper up there. But yeah, so at the moment, Fugelberg, Ogren, and Filatov are the guys, and Novotny we're going to need to pay. Ty Mueller, I think I'm going to let go in free agency, maybe at the draft, if I can just find like a trade for him that would work, where we get an asset back, and then the other team can figure out if they want to sign him or not. That would be fine. But at the moment, we're not really. I think we're pretty strapped to the cap when it comes down to it. So when it goes to the draft, I am going to see what I can do. There's one player I I'm looking at, and it's kind of insane. There's two players I'm looking at when it comes to free agency. We don't know if they'll hit, and usually star players don't hit. Connor Bedard would be a free agent this year if he does hit it. 5 stars almost everywhere except for physical, which does make sense. He's 5'10", 188, but only 27 years of age. His shot's amazing. He's a sniper. This would be the guy that we could go get, and this would be like our McDavid, and we would finally have that superstar. It could take us over the limit if we were able to get him. Don't think that would be the case. Even if we were to go trade for him to get his free agent rights, I would be sending a lot away. I wouldn't cheese the system. The other guy is Dylan Guenther. I do kind of want to explore this. 92 powers, 89 on the accuracies for the shot. Sniper, good, has good senses. Defense is lacking a little bit, and his puck skills, I mean, I think they're almost as good as Celebrity's, and he's got decent speed. Like, Dylan Guenther would be amazing, and obviously he could have been a Canuck if we didn't trade. I mean, it comes down to if we pick him or not, but we could have, Jim Benning, thank you. Benson, and then there's no other real snipers that I saw up here. Like, I was looking at Video Bjork last year, but I think we need like 90. We need a guy who's like 90 overall. And 28-year-old, 30-year-old Dylan Guenther, although he is 30, at 90 for whatever, like, short term would be amazing. 27-year-old Connor Bedard, if we were able to get him, would be insane. So we'll see what we'll do. We will head to the draft, though. I want to do progress reports because there's one more thing. There's one more solution when it comes down to it with the sniper. So in terms of progress reports in the NHL, Tom Vilander had some good growth. No other like real big positive growth when it comes down to it to the other players. In our AHL, Chung had some good growth. The low elite's growing a little well. We can use those as, trade bait. Beck Malenstein dropped a little bit. That's totally fine. We just picked them up to try to get better. On the fourth line with some grinders, but we have some guys. So I think Chung is one of them actually. Oh, it doesn't tell you his. It doesn't tell you his role, or his play style, does it? We'll go check. Let's do progress reports. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place right now. We'll go to progress reports. I'll show you one player though. I know his play style, so we'll talk about it. Zinger, the low elite, growing. Another growth down there with the low elite. Ravinskis, or no, sorry, not Ravinskis. Asplund had some good growth. We'll get back to him because I do know what his. Newman, there's some good growth, the top 9 growth, and obviously, some good growth there from Koivunen. And then you get a bunch of guys who are, obviously probably newer picks that are growing a lot because, that's what they have to do. Henrich, medium elite goaltender, 73 overall, gonna get ready for the AHL next season. That's my main goal, is I want to make him the AHL backup at least. But if we go up and we find Lassie Asplund, he's a 75 overall at 21 years of age. Medium elite, he is a sniper. And if I go to his shooting stats, it's not great. It isn't great at all. I'm willing to move him in a potential trade if we can. The only problem I have with when it comes down to it with Connor Bedard is how much he's going to ask for. And if we trade for him, he's a UFA. We have to get that done before he enters free agency, or else we're screwed. The Chicago Blackhawks, is it $2 million there? So if I go over, I guess I feel like it's more than $2 million they should have available. They offered Maddox Schultz a contract, so we'll see when it comes down to Chicago if they have the cap space. I'm assuming they will, though. I'm assuming they will. I don't know. I'm really, when it comes down to it, I want to get a sniper, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. We can either wait for Lasse Asplund to grow, and hopefully his shot gets better. Obviously, only a 75 at 21. We're hoping his shot gets better, but if it doesn't, then open up to a potential trade. I don't know. Leon Draisaitl does retire, so that's good for us. He's at 86 overall, right? Edmonton's getting worse. Obviously, if this was just a down year, that's one less team to worry about. Nathan McKinnon retiring as well. At an 88 top 6, I mean, could have stuck around for one more year, but why tarnish it? Why tarnish it? That does help as well. Colorado gets a little bit worse. Mikko Rantanen retires. Dallas gets a little bit worse. Toronto gets a little bit worse. San Jose loses Jake Gensel. I don't know how long they had him for, but Nuge is out, but he wasn't with Edmonton for like the latter half of it. So yeah, Besser retires. So that's a big one. That's a former Vancouver Canuck who retires. He was our former top sniper. We need to get a new sniper as Besser moves on from his NHL career. Anything else? Marcus Pettersson, that's a former Canuck in this franchise mode, who retires. Luke Cunnin did play for us in this franchise mode. He retires as well. Beck Malenstein does retire. Okay, so that's one of ours who retires. Goaltenders who are retiring: Vasilevsky, Hellebuck, Allmark, Saros, Stolars, Vamelka. I'm not seeing him, so we're gonna. Demko's still in the league, which is a little nuts. I forget how old Demko is at this point, but yeah, Hellebuck 40, Vasilevsky 38. They finally retire. That's Vasilevsky, I think, was on Vegas, so that's something in our division, and that is one. I did this off screen. I went and redid the whole coaching. I just filled out the roles I think that I wanted to fill out. I brought in Alex Ovechkin as the associate coach. He will accept that. Perfect. I think that's NHL assistant. Continue simming. I don't want to do the draft interviews. And an NHL goalie coach. Perfect. We're at the draft. We are. Okay, so I'll go look at the coaching staff. I'm invoking the all-in rule. Rules on the screen here where we can go all in. Now, we brought in Sawchuk at the end of last season. Now, I'm not really doing storylines with this. I wish that I was more open to doing storylines like how 2BC does his, but I think I'm still open to potentially bringing Jorge Cruz back if there's not a better option out there. So I went and picked up some developmental coaches, right? Tried to pick up the best teaching when it came down to it. I'm going to go get new guys for the AHL head coach and the AHL associate coach in the offseason with better teaching to help our players in the AHL, because I want those guys growing as well, because the more they grow, if we can't use them in the NHL, the more value they'll have. I really liked Ovechkin's teaching. That's why I picked him up. Same with Novotny, and I think that was the best goalie coach I could find with teaching there at a B-. So yeah, we need to go find new coaches here so that we can get better teaching. I don't mind Sawchuk, but at the same time, Jorge Cruz was good and cheaper. But if we get an insane coach hitting the market, we will definitely look and see if we can pick him up. But it is time for the draft. All right, I'm a little nervous when it comes down to it. Let's go check out. So San Jose had 2, so here we have 1, 2. It's like the 2026 draft all over again. The 9th overall pick. So San Jose's picking 2 and 9 like they are in real life on Friday. That 9th pick is our pick, sadly. We don't have any other first round picks. I did not go and make any moves. I didn't want to sell too hard because, you don't want to give up something that you would... I didn't want to give up something that I would regret giving up in the long term. So the first team we're going to go to is the Chicago Blackhawks. Obviously, Connor Bedard is going to drop in value, right? Because he is a free agent. But I don't see anything from Matt Schultz when it comes to an extension. Right? And I feel like it'd be cheesing the system if we went to go trade for him. So I'm not going to do that at the moment. The one thing I am going to go check out, though, is Utah. Check out if they gave him an extension. And then it's the same thing, right? Like Dylan Gunther. If they gave him an extension, obviously not, because his value would be high. He's probably going to ask for like 10, right? He's got 7 right now. He's got an open movement clause. We would obviously overpay. So for him, it would probably be Dadonov, Rudolph, and a first for next year. Oops, didn't mean to punch that. Would be probably what I offer, because not only does that free up pretty close to a lot of cap, so I was going to give a number there. $15 million in cap space, just over $15 million, which means that if we get him at 10, we'll have some more cap space to bring a guy like Fugelberg. The one person I'm open to trading, though, I really like how young Fugelberg is at the moment. Even I kind of want to look at their shots just to see, because they're two of the same, just 5-year age difference. 87, 82, 83. Like, that's not a great shot for a sniper. And then you got 82, 85. Like, not great shots for a sniper for both of them. Lekkerimäki's speed is 91. Fugelberg's, I know the speed doesn't matter in the Sims as much, doesn't it? Like, Lekkerimäki's $7 million or $7.5 million for the next 5 years doesn't really intrigue me too much. What kind of clause do we give him? A 16 team, right? We gave him the protection. He's willing to go to Utah. So Jonathan Lekkerimäki, Alexander Dadonov, and 2 first-round picks would probably be what I would give up for Dylan Guenther. Yet again, we could go Connor Bedard. And we could trade Lekkerimäki. We could trade Dadonov, Asplund, or Dadonov, Rudolph, and a first for Connor Bedard. It wouldn't be Dadonov. It would be Dadonov, Rudolph, Asplund, and a first for Bedard is what I would probably give up. And then we would trade Lekkerimäki so that we would have so much cap space that if we sign Bedard, we don't have to really worry about Fugelberg when it comes down to it. I don't know, though, because the Chicago Blackhawks are a great team, and they would not trade. I'm assuming they're a good team. I'm assuming this is their pick. They wouldn't trade Bedard. Yeah, that's their pick. They wouldn't trade Bedard. Even if he could hit free agency. If he hits free agency, I'm open and willing to go make moves. Stanley Cup tax would probably be for Dylan Guenther. They just won the Stanley Cup, so they probably wouldn't want to give him up either. So, I feel like the only right thing to do is to probably look for a Jonathan Lekkerimäki trade. Right now. I want to move on from him. $7.5 million for a 28-year-old sniper who put up, probably did better than 38 points compared to how good did Fugelberg do? 44. And if we get better, Fugelberg probably has a better season. He wants to get paid probably Lekkerimäki money. So we have to open it up to see if we can do it. That's what I hate about the no. I guess you could do. Let's do fine trade for Jonathan Lekkerimäki. I was gonna say I hate that you have to like scroll through and try to find the teams that they work. Dallas would give us Vinny Heinola. Is that Vinny Heinola? Probably. A second, 45th overall, and a third, 77th overall. It looks like a prospect and a third. A prospect and a third. The 30th overall pick for Jonathan Lekkerimäki. Capo Caco and Jalen Chatfield. Stremel and a 2 fourths. A third and a fourth and Engstrom. 2 thirds from Utah. Looks like a prospect and a third from Utah. A prospect and a third. A prospect and a third. This intrigues me. Lekkerimäki for the 30th overall pick from New Jersey. Because that gives us an extra first round pick to work with. And San Jose pick, let's go back to offer trade, should be there. Sorry, I had to blow my nose, so that's why there was a cut there. Oh my god, it's gone. Oh, I guess because it was fine trade. New Jersey, we know what you want to give up. It would suck making a trade. That's the one thing I'm going to say. It's going to suck making a trade with a team that beat us in the Stanley Cup Finals. But if they want them, they can have them. What do they have? Jack Hughes, playmaker. Like, obviously, no movement. We're obviously not going to get him. They got Cole Hudson in a trade, which is cool. Offensive defenseman. We don't need him, though. Prokhorov, power forward. Salayev. Like, no one that we would take, probably. Jesper Bratt is a playmaker. No, we want a sniper, and we don't need another offensive defenseman. Obviously, no moves. Kind of work against us there. 30th overall pick for Jonathan Leckmacky. Like, the instinct in me says take it and run. We gave him a 15-team no trade, so he can choose where he wants to go, what teams he doesn't want to go to. He's fine with going to New Jersey. It's cap space freeing for us, which is huge right now. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. I know this sounds crazy, but free agency, we need to open it up. Jonathan Leckmacky for the 30th overall pick. All right. I know this is a bit long. I do apologize. It's like 30 minutes of me just trying to figure out how to get a sniper. All right. I think we're good. I don't think I'm going to move Albert Smits right now. He's under contract, so if we have to open up cap space to make a move, we move Jonathan Leckmacky. I think that's great at the moment. That's just cap space freeing. We have Fugelberg now. We're looking to hopefully add a top line sniper. So we'll see when it comes down to it. If we can, we'll enter free agency with all our guys. We'll try to bring as many people back and keep as much cap space open as we can. And then if Dylan Guenther or Connor Bedard hit free agency, I don't know. I mean, those aren't RFAs, right? So it's not like we can trade all those assets just to get their rights. And then it's tough. It's tough. But Leckmacky, it was something we have to do. I'm going to sim to the 30th pick, and we're going to go try to make our best selection. This worries me. Maybe trading out of the... Like, you could find maybe like that elite low kind of guy. I was thinking maybe trading out of it for a first-round pick next year of equal value. Could work. I like this Bordelot guy, but I'm worried he's top 9. And I think that this looks like the most guarantee here. Nelson Lupul. My only worry is that he would be 1 year NHL ETA. Doesn't look like it. Looks more like he's a two-way defenseman. Good foot speed, good passing ability, good offensive instincts. Could possibly be an offensive defenseman. There was another guy we were looking at. Might have been scooped up. It was this guy, Thornton, just under him. Zach Parise. Okay, so we're going to pay attention to this Bordelot guy, see if I made a big mistake not picking him up. But we're going to go with Lupul. Nelson Lupul. Because it looks like a guaranteed top 4 defenseman. 62 overall, that's fine. We're going to look to see if we missed on Bordelot. Just make sure he didn't get taken here. Nope, didn't get taken. Ness. Langlois. Well, Langlois would have been a good pick. Brewer. Okay, not bad. Okay, better overall. Same potential for Bordelot. What was the other guy we were looking at? Langlois. Did he already get taken? Yeah, 73. So the Langlois guy I was looking at. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's finish out this draft. I'll do it quickly. Sim to the 40th pick. We will be hopefully trying to find a good steal down here. Thornton is still there. He's the guy I have like most scouts on. Leadership ability, offensive visit, playmaking ability. My only worries is those statistical numbers. We'll go with Thornton. Top 9. I knew that would happen. Okay. I like to go with the medium elites when it comes down to it. Like, even if they're two bar scouted, just because the auto scouting isn't working out for me at this point. We're hoping to find a steal. Goaltending, that's probably a good move to go with. 2 potential low elites, both limb snipers. Brunderson. Play for Medicine Hat. We'll go with the Western kid. Of course, top 9 low. And then it's Gunnarson's going to be low elite. Alright, no, Brunstrom. Yeah, a little bit better. Didn't mean to go to offer trade. Exit trading. Sim options. Sim to the 136 pick. Let's blow this one as well. I think I'll do my medium elite sort now, just to see if there's anything crazy. Goaltenders. No 2-star. around our pick. Top 9. Yep. Surgical scouting, since auto scouting only, we can't do surgical scouting, which does kind of suck. It hurt a little bit. Ooh, low elite gem. Hopefully low elite. There we go. A low elite in the draft is fine. Same entire draft. We're going to head to the re-sign phase in hopes that we advance day. NHL coach, AHL goalie coach. I'll bring the AHL goalie coach back. I think he had goods. We have to do scouts as well. Alrighty, make sure to do that. Make sure to remember that. We'll go to the re-sign players. We'll see how much cap space we have. $19 million. So Vlander's going to get a raise. 88. He might get 10. He might get 10. Pavel Fugelberg, if he wants 7 mil, I'm not going to be mad at him. Very reasonable. Does it go down or up? It goes up. I thought it would go up if we go more years. What's the cheapest we could get you to where you started complaining about the price? 6.5? Ineligible for a clause. We could do a no movement at the end. Is it about the same? It was like 3.5, right? When every dollar counts, throwing a no movement clause, shut off $1 million might be worth it. I know for an 85 overall 23-year-old high top 6 sniper who, if potentially he grows, could be something special. Definitely interesting for me at the moment. The first thing we're going to do before we go and make sure is going to qualify a lot of our RFAs. So, A. Ballard, we will be releasing you. Bye-bye. You will not be coming back. Pietanen, 1 mil. Yeah, so we'll just go over here. Crazy you want a one-way. Crazy that you want a one-way. You're gone. Even if you're McClellan, decent potential. That's way too much. Why do you want a one-way? You're 75 overall. We'll qualify you because it's cheaper. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. League minimum for 2 years for Bieber. I mean, he's not really that good. Lamala probably wants a 1 year, one way as well, at insane money. Do you complain right away? Wow, these low elites. Torres probably wants a lot. Yeah, what are the qualifiers for them? Hopefully enough for them to say no. Novotny. I know he probably wants 3. $3 million for Novotny. Good third line sniper, 1 year, 3 mil. I don't mind that at all. Filatov, I'm a little worried he's going to want like 5 million. Oh my god, wow, cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. And then it's going to go up to like 3 million for 4 years. It's got to be 2.5. Says yes. UFAs? We don't have any big UFAs except for Liam Ogren, right? Yeah, he wants 3. Goaltending, we're fine at the moment. Yeah, Botinger needs an extension next season. Medvedev, that is a cap space frame spot that I'm kind of looking at is Medvedev. It's just his stats. If we go to full career stats. Oh, wait, he had a 911 the year before, and a 918 the year before. And a 920 the year before that. Maybe it was just a down year and I'm just way too hard on Medvedev. Yeah, don't think we should get rid of him. Career 912, 286. He's not horrible. He's not horrible. He's not a superstar goaltender either. Botinger has a career 912 as well. He had a 930 last year, but they're not playing him in as many games. Like, that's the most games he played last year, and he had a 905 with a 3.24. So it's a little. His goals against average is a little worrying. Modine probably wants. It's like the same number for like all of them. London, does he want like the same? Why do they want one ways? What's the 2-way maxing out at? Yeah, that's crazy. He's already 24. We're going to release him. This Carl guy, 64 French starter. Yeah, we're going to release him. I'm going to qualify Modine. So we have this starter that we could give a contract to next year, which is my plan. Henrich, who I want to be the AHL backup at 76 overall. Feels like that's a little bit of growth that I didn't see. Utala is nice. Modine is nice. I feel like we're going to trade Modine. Just to... Yeah, we can't make a trade right now, but if we could, Modine would probably be on the list. DPD's a little expensive. I think I'm going to let him go to free agency, and we'll see what Barkov does. Hopefully he grows a little bit. Defensive defenseman. Yeah, kind of like an exact replacement. 6'2". Good defensive stats. No, I mean good physical stats is really about it. But if he grows a little bit, will fit into the defensive defenseman spot. The only thing I want to go look at is the forwards. Make sure my forward lines are good. Macklin Celebrity. So 6 years, $4 million. So Celebrating Lawrence, Belche, Dadonov are all first line. Fugelberg is first line as well. Ogren would move up to first line, but we're looking to add a huge player. So Ogren, I think it's time. I'm just going to let Liam Ogren go to free agency. Might be a crazy move. Could definitely be a crazy move. Qualifying Fugelberg, he won't take the deal, so that will be... I think we'll let Fugelberg go to free agency under restricted free agent mark so that we have cap space to play with, and then we'll figure Fugelberg out after. Coots, third line center at $5 million. I'm totally fine with that. So that means he'll be surrounded by Novotny and Filatov probably. Fourth line is going to be Torres and Lynch, and a different center, probably Ratu, unless he's asking for way too much money at 30 years old and only 80 overall. Oh, Ratu. Thank you. So, Ratu is going to remain our fourth line center. Ty Mueller, I'm going to let hit for agency. I'm going to let him explore his options. We're going to have Chung and Lynch on our fourth line, with Filatov, Novotny, and Coots as our third line. We're hoping that these guys just grow. Like, Novotny could get up to an 84, I hope. And we're hoping Filatov just grows to like an 84, 85. Torres, he's probably going to be a scratch. I'm going to look to move him as well. And like a kind of just off. Jack McBain can enter free agency. We don't need him back. Just off, like, maybe like make a move on the side kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Just here's Torres. We'll get a late round pick or whatever. Just gonna bring those guys back. Riley Patterson will bring back as well. Nubelin, low elite, UFA, entry level deal. His contract's gonna be buried, so we don't have to really worry about that. We'll bring in Froats. That's one we have to bring in for sure. Koivunen will bring in. Lindback is 2171. Keeps us afloat in the AHL when it comes down to it. Low top 6. Think top 9. Okay, so top 9 low, you will be gone. 64 overall at 21. I think we'll let these guys enter the... They're not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt our prospect pool letting these guys go. Low, right, almost a 70. Entry level deal. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. We have $18 million of cap space. So I'd like to see, is there anyone that's unsigned that we can kind of bring in? Not really at the moment in terms of forwards. All right, defensemen. Now we'll figure out the defensive side. Elsewhere, Lupul will remain unsigned for a bit. You can't release guys who are unsigned. You just own their rights. McClellan is the only guy we have to sign for a defenseman. And yeah, he wants a lot. So I think we're just going to let him hit the restricted free agent market. So if I go to all skaters, and then we'll go to goaltenders as well. We'll go to UFAs, nothing. Goalies, nothing. The only things we have to worry about are our RFAs. Novotny, we offered a contract to. Torres, Lamala, McClellan, and Fugelberg we're going to let go to free agency as UFAs, or RFAs, and we're going to do the same with Modine. Okay, so I'm going to go deal with the coaches, and then I'll get back to you with what Novotny says. All right, Adam Novotny says yes. So everything that we wanted to do before free agency is done, except for will this coach say yes? We're just going to go one more day. We got our AHL goalie coach. I fired the AHL head coach and AHL associate coach because I want to get more developmental guys in there. So we will deal with that. But without further ado, we'll send to free agency and we'll see if there's anything available. Oh, yeah, and I'm letting Sawchuk go to free agency because, and scouts. I'll figure scouts out as well. I'll just do that off because I want to kind of just to put it all. No pro scouts. I don't think you need pro scouts. Yeah, maybe you need pro scouts, but I want to do all amateur scouting just to make sure, even though I'm doing auto scouting, that we're good. All right. Let's enter it. Let's see. Oh, our waiting worked. Our waiting worked. My headphones unplugged from me leaning back, but our waiting absolutely worked. 2 teams interested. We have $15 million to spend. Call me crazy. We could do this without. We could do this without having to give up an insane amount. We have Fugelberg, who we have to sign, which is a thing. We do have to sign Fugelberg, and that's it for like big contracts. Money wise, where are we? Where's a spot where we can make this work? What is Tom Wielander looking for next year? 8.1 for 4 on a no move. I don't mind handing that out. I'm very lenient about handing out no movement clauses. Obviously, I handed out Steve Boyum a no movement clause. He's got 2 years left, right? I don't want to pick up Connor Bedard if it's going to hurt us crazy amount. Or we can't bring back Steve Boyum. But Tom Wielander, I'm totally fine letting go. Albert Smits, I think, is my odd man out right now at the moment, where I'm willing to let Albert Smits go. And then in the future, if we have to move out money, like what is Harrison Botinger looking for next year? Probably close to Medvedev money. Yes. I think Albert Smits is my odd man out. You have to go all in if you want to win. You have to go all in if you want to win. And we want to win. Boston's willing to take him. Is there a buyer willing to take him? That's not in our division and then can afford him. Columbus is one. We don't need money back. We don't want money back. Is the main thing. Is it a first round pick? A little too far off. We're a winner. We're able and fine with expending assets. Too far off. I'm actually gonna go 5th. Just to see. No. We'll go up to a 4th. I'm just holding my breath a little bit. Just a touch. 3rd round pick. Oh, we're gonna do 4th and a 6th. Not like we need them. Okay. Albert Smits, we traded out. It really does hurt me to do that, though. I really liked Albert Smits. But bottom pair Albert Smits, comparative to potentially. Oh, yeah, you can only do 7 in free agency. Okay, I was going to say. Should I do negotiation? Like 17 and a half with a no movement clause for 7 years. I want to do. Let's see, I want to do. Right, okay, so that's one option. The other option is Dylan Gunther. Now he wants 14. You just want a Stanley Cup, so it does make sense. Where's the money when you start getting pissed at me? I'm assuming around 13.5, and I was just pressing the button a little too fast. 13.75. 13.7. And it's still maxed. Okay. Okay. Just trying to think it out right here real quick. We could have Bedard. But that means it's Lawrence or Belche that don't stay for the remainder. And I feel like Lawrence is the guy. Or it's Dadon. Like, here's the thing. So if we pick up Bedard, it would be Celebrity, Lawrence, Belche, Bedard. With Coots, Fugelberg, Lawrence, Belche, Celebrity, Bedard. That's 4. Dadonov, and maybe Fugelberg if we can fit him on there with money. It's currently 2.7, right? So if we put him in here, doesn't change anything. Okay. I think that's just because it was the price of his last contract. I don't want to make a move that hurts us entirely, but at the same time, if you can get the big fish, you go for the big fish. I'm gonna enter negotiations with him, and pray the charm works. It works. I'm not gonna inquire. Organization. Team status. Rebuilding is something I'm interested, but I'm open to other possibilities as well. Persuade. Oh, I'm sorry I swore. I'll bleep that. I'll bleep that. Market. That worked. That worked. Okay. Contract. I want to see. 7 years. Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm scared. Improve offer. Clauses. Straight no move. Full. This clause option. Ups it a little bit. Agree. First line. Improve offer. Promises. Power play 1. Okay. We're getting close. I think I'm going to continue. I think I'm going to go with this. Okay. I'm offering it. I'm not tabling it. I'm risking it all to bring him back. He went to San Jose. He went to San Jose. He went in the division too. Oh, and Gunther's gone. Oh, I love it. I love it. Honestly, I'm not even that bad. It's hilarious to me. There's this guy who's a sniper as well. He's a medium elite, 89 overall. This would be like a great sniper to go pick up. How many goals did he have last year? 17 and 82. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe this isn't the guy. 33. 19, like 23. Like he's like eventual down year. Oh my god, I'm gonna go crazy. This franchise mode's gonna send me into a psych ward. Oh my god. All right, he goes to San Jose. Fun, and also Gunther's gone, so we can't go pick him up. Maybe that's for the better. Maybe I want to ruin my team if I went and did that. We need a sniper still, though. It's not like I traded Albert Smits for that too. I traded Albert Smits just for Connor Bedard to tell me to go F myself. Oh, man. I'm sweating in this chair. And Connor Bedard's like, well, I'm gonna go elsewhere. I'm gonna go to San Jose. I'm gonna go in your division. Ruin your life. Oh, man. Okay. First thing I want to do, I just want to go pick up a defensive defenseman for the bottom pair who's just cheaper than. It was just cheaper. Eric Cernak. I know he's a defensive defenseman. He's 36 years old. Henry Muse, what are you? Offensive. Jackson Smith, what are you? Two-way. Perbix. Oh, I don't need a two. We don't need a defensive defenseman though. Perbix. Right side. Or maybe what about both? What's this guy? Albert Johnson, defensive defenseman. Sure. Bottom pair guy. When do you start getting mad? 650? That has to be that. Tiers 270. I don't mind that. Goalies. Any crazy goalies still available? Carter George. Oh yeah, the glitch. There's two Edmundstones. I wish I could redone this franchise mode with the fact that when I first saw that, I didn't want to point it out. There's two Logan Edmundstones. Weird to me. Very weird to me. Do we go pick up this? Oh, I don't even know how to say his name. Is it Kwiatkowski? Do we should go try to pick him up? $9 million, 2 years. We do have first round pick. It would be a first and a third. Oh, it would be a first and a third. That's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. It's the worry of, does Nashville have the cap space to match it? What does he want for 8? Yeah, that's why. 3? 4? 11? 3 years? Well, 2 years at 9 isn't horrible. 2 years at 9 is also like keep Fiegelberg money. And then I think extend Vilander to a cheap rate. No movement for the last year. We'll proceed. It said tomorrow night. So we'll advance day. We'll see what happens with Kwiatkowski. He went back to Nashville. Nobody wants to come to Vancouver. I made him a great team. Nobody wants to come to Vancouver. So he's off the board because I made Nashville jump. They had the cap space, so it's not like Big Yo Bjork isn't a sniper, he's a playmaker. He'd be an elite playmaker, though. 1 year at 11. So that means if we offered him 8 years or 7 years, he wants 17 mil. That's Connor Bedard money, man. Go to proposed trade. We'll see. I guess last they asked one's what we gotta go with. Did Gunther go back? No, he didn't. Alright. I want to go to San Jose. I want to see this team now. So they trade us Macklin Celebrating, and now they got Connor Bedard. What's Will Smith? Playmaker. Misa's a playmaker as well, right? Yeah. They're gonna fit so well with him. 17.5. I knew I should have upped the money. I was debating on whether or not I should up the money. Should have done it. Should have done it. Should have done it. I don't think there's going to be any snipers that are really good on the block for us to go pick up. Dylan Holloway's on the block. I forget what he is. He's an 85 though. He's already 31. Power forward. Jarvis is a two-way forward. I haven't had any cuts. I'm sorry, this is a long video. An hour. Okay, we'll cut through. Yeah, nothing. So Vigio Bjork would be a guy to target. We need a top line player. Even a guy like Matt Barzal, but he'll probably drop. Aho's not a sniper. At this point, I'm looking at people I know are not snipers. This Parasak guy is a sniper, but yet again, that's Lekermacki. He has better powers, but not good accuracies. He does have an X factor, though. What do you want for 1 year? I'm willing to go crazy. Okay, we'll do. And then now we're getting into Lekermacki money, right? He wanted 5 years. That's not even up all the way. Five and a half for 5 years. We get to move him if we want to. We just can't send him down. Sniper. He says yes. Fugelberg will bring back as well. Wants a no trade for 4 years at 5.5. Fugelberg's back. We have some players that I was looking to potentially move. Yeah. If anything happens, I'll let you know. It's already been an hour of recording, and I feel like this episode's boring. So, if anything big happens, I'll let you know. I'll just do a recap when we get to the edit line screen of the moves I made. But I'll see you guys at the edit line screen. Alright, we are at the edit line screen, and yet again, your guy forgot about coaching and scouting. Luckily, we have good news. So, the thing that I was probably going to do anyway, unless there was a coach out, because I didn't look, ended up happening. It looks like we have Jorge Cruz back, which is nice. I like Jorge Cruz. Chemistries isn't really fitting right now at the moment, but we just got to talk to some guys. I feel like we can definitely get these guys up. The +5 here is really nice. I don't like putting Lawrence second line center, but yet again, I don't have a second line center. Right? For me, it would probably be Celebrini. I mean, Lawrence would be the second line center, then I guess, if we picked up Bedard, but it would make more sense. This is the forward lines we're rocking with at the moment. It honestly could be way better. It could be Connor Bedard here. And say, pretend Parasak's Bedard. That's our lines. That just makes the team look way better, doesn't it? Defensively, Zeke Williams almost got maxed out X Factors, which is I'm just really happy about. So Globov is getting up there. He's got one of them up. Only 22 though. So Globov has so much time for a defensive defenseman. Very, very, very good, well developing. Gregor Bieber is here. We're gonna go down to Barkov. We'll put him in. I think he's ready. I don't know. He's the most ready out of a lot of our guys. We need to go pick up a defenseman, obviously, because we have throats down here. AHL goaltenders, what I wanted to look at. Tala and Modine are there. I didn't end up making a move. Henrich will move in. We'll probably trade Modine. Ready to be a backup. Could be used elsewhere. So that's something we'll do. Medvedev still an 87. I'm still an 85. I'm still a little upset we lost Connor Bedard. But yeah, captaincies, I think it's all the same, so we're fine. We're going to head to coaching staff. We're just going to see what's out there. And we're going to see if... Yeah, nothing. Okay, nothing. You know what? John Cooper could have been out there. And you know what? Our coaching budget's there. We're under the coaching budget, or we're exactly at the coaching budget, so that means we're not in trouble, and also they went and picked up those guys as well. What are they teaching? Not great. Well, we're... I'm so tired, I'm sorry, guys. Cruz isn't a bad coach at all. His PK is not great, but Ovi has a good PK, and the teaching is there. So hopefully those guys will be able to lead us into a good regular season. But I am a little worried, since we didn't pick up a star player, that we might be a little screwed. But without further ado, that is it for this one. If you're a Canucks fan and you enjoyed me suffering trying to get Connor Bedard, leave a like and comment down below. The video on your right is the video from Wednesday. The video on your left is the video from Monday. Subscribe's right down under there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.